The autumn wind is a pirate, blustering in from sea. With a rollicking song he sweeps along, swaggering boisterously. His face is weather-beaten. He wears a hooded sash, with a silver hat about his head, and a bristling black mustache. He growls as he storms the country, a villain big and bold. And the trees all shake and quiver and quake as he robs them of their gold. The autumn wind is a raider, pillaging just for fun. He'll knock you round and upside down and laugh when he's conquered and won.
I've heard a lot of Las Vegas Raiders fans comparing stats between CeeDee Lamb and Henry Ruggs, saying Lamb should have been the Raiders' first-round pick. But they can't be more wrong. There are a few things in play here. One, the Raiders have tight end Darren Waller as their number one target, and neither the speed Lamb doesn't have to open him and the rest of the offense up. Lamb was also a number 3 receiver going against number 3 corners. And can you name one good number 1 corner in the NFC East last year? I'll wait. Ruggs' knee injury on opening day adversely affected his route running last year, but he still almost single-handedly made the Raiders competitive against the Kansas City Chiefs again. They actually would have swept them last year if not for a defense that was historically bad. With good health and a full off-season program, Ruggs will continue to be one of the main reasons why the Raiders can keep up with the Chiefs. He's due to make that big jump to year 2 also, so Raider fans could look forward to seeing game-changing plays from Ruggs to go along with the way he changes the way games are played against him this year. To keep up with an Andy Reid coach team, you have to have a good offense. And the Raiders had that in 2017 with quarterback Derek Carr throwing to tight end Jared Cook, who can run after the catch, go over the middle on 3rd and 4th down and get you a first down, and make plays deep as well as in the red zone. And along with him was Michael Crabtree, who can catch the fade. He was especially money in the red zone. But if you got him for pushing off, he'll do it in a more subtle way next time. But you couldn't set your defense to stop neither one of the two because the Raiders had big play receiver Amari Cooper lurking. With his speed, he can get down the field and get those big chunk plays. He can catch a deep ball for a touchdown. And he can take one to the house on a shorter pass after the catch. But along with edge rushing terror Khalil Mack, Cooper was shipped out in 2018. Then in 2019, the Raiders reloaded with speedster Antonio Brown, then the best receiver in the game. But Brown talked his way out of town quick, so that responsibility fell to Tyrell Williams, and he looked good in training camp. He even looked good early in the season. How about this fade? Touchdown in week 2 against the Chiefs. Williams actually had 5 touchdowns in his first 5 games as a Raider. But Williams and Carr never really developed a consistent chemistry. Between that, his injuries, and plays like this, Carr never could develop that trust for him. One thing that was apparent in week 2 of 2019, as this was going to be tied in Darren Waller's breakout season. He's good for Gruden's dink and dunk West Coast offense because he can take those short passes and do a little something with them. Here he is out of the waggle, a staple of the West Coast offense. And here it is again, dink, 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 dunk, dunk, dunk. Here he helps quarterback Derek Carr in the scramble drill. But all that tinking and dunking is going to help you keep up with a quick strike team like the Chiefs. But that was the little positive the Raiders had against the Chiefs on offense that year. The other positive as far as receivers go in the Raider passing game was Hunter Renfrow. 3rd and 3 or 4 would later become known as 3rd and Renfrow. But when all you have is a dink and dunk, the defense is ready for it, and they will stop it. The Chiefs could then sit tight in a short zone and look to blast receivers after they catch the ball. And when you've been hit a few times or you see your teammates get hit, you start hearing footsteps. This right here is pass interference against Tyrann Mathieu. But for some reason, they call that on the Raiders. Either way, the Chiefs were ready for the short passing game. Then in Week 13 that year against the Chiefs, the Raiders show up with only Waller. Renfrow was out injured. But Waller put on quite a display, going deep and over the middle. But bad things happen when a team knows who you're throwing to and that it's not likely to be deep. Here's Mathieu. He's supposed to have Williams going deep, but he lets him go to the safety. Instead, he's going to stay underneath as he sees Waller coming across the field. And he's going to step in front of him for the interception. You do stuff like that when you're not afraid of the deep ball. The Raiders are switching it up here. This time Waller's going deep while Williams goes short. And the safety's supposed to be going deep to keep Waller in front of him. But he's jumping that short route. And it's going to be intercepted. You know what's going to happen here. Then came 2020 and the arrival of Henry Ruggs. The guy that finally makes the difference. You can see there he has no problem running and changing direction at full speed. He looked good in training camp, so the first game of the season, he's ready to roll. And roll he did in the beginning of the game. Here's a nice one from 45 yards to get things going. But unfortunately on this play later in the game, he would sprain his knee. The injury was to his medial collateral ligament, which affects his ability to change direction full speed. Then comes week 2 and he's still playing because he still has a straight ahead speed and he's scaring the Saints to death with it. He draws a flag with it here. Now we're in week 5 and the Chiefs aren't buying Ruggs going deep. You see the safeties looking to jump something underneath and the ball goes over their head. Watch the free safety on this one. The Chiefs still don't believe. All to the tune of a 72-yard touchdown catch by Ruggs. Now things are different. Both safeties are dropping back and Waller has room over the middle. That's what having a speedster does for you, and Ruggs wasn't even on the field that play. Now we got Ruggs outside. He's going to occupy the safety while Renfrow runs free down the middle. We start off here with the Chiefs defense playing their games, trying to disguise their defense. And now we have the speedster in the game. He's going to run toward that safety. That's him, the single high safety. Ruggs is going to occupy him just long enough to make him late, getting over to Waller, who's going to be running deep. And that's a big play for Waller. Here we have Ruggs, and he's going to be running toward the safety again. And that will make the safety retreat. And that's going to give Agholor enough room underneath running across the field for a big play. But don't get it twisted, he's not just a chief killer. He can blaze anybody. He's gonna go up and get this one, and almost. Here he's gonna go up and get another one. That 42-inch vertically comes in handy. Going deep isn't his only route to a big play as he comes in motion here. He can also give you something after the catch. But make no mistake about it, that's what the Raiders drafted him in the first round for, and how he helped win the New York Jets game. Hell, maybe brother, run quick, see. What do we have here now? A win, that's what. The Chiefs can no longer sit on the Raiders' short passing game, cause Ruggs is going up and getting them. He's also blazing by the whole secondary. And that opens things up for Waller over the middle. And Renfrow underneath in the passing game. It also takes that 8th man out of the box so his college buddy Josh Jacobs can run the ball. That's how Ruggs changed the matchup with the Chiefs. Thank you for watching. See you next time.